Hello, I'm Philip Sneller. Welcome to Window on the Word. Today let's turn together to Genesis chapter 29. And Jacob lifted up his feet and went to the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and behold, 3 flocks of sheep were lying there near it, because from this well the flocks were watered. And the stone on the mouth of the well was large. And when all the flocks were gathered there, they rolled away the stone from the mouth of the well, and when the flocks had drunk, the stone was returned to the mouth of the well. And Jacob said to them, "My brothers, where are you from?" And they said, "We are from Haran." And he said to them, "Do you know Laban, son of Nahor?" And they said, "We know him." And he said to them, "Is it well with him?" And they said, "It is well. And behold, Rachel his daughter is coming with the sheep." And he said, "Behold, it is still high day. It is not time for the livestock to be gathered. Water the flock and go pasture them." And they said, "We are not able until all the flocks are gathered. Then the stone is rolled away from the mouth of the well, and we water the sheep." He was still speaking with them when Rachel came with the sheep that belonged to her father. She was a shepherdess. And it came about when Jacob saw Rachel, daughter of Laban his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban his mother's brother, Jacob drew near and rolled away the stone from the mouth of the well, and he watered the flock of Laban his mother's brother. Then Jacob kissed Rachel, and lifted his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's relative, that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came about when Laban heard the report about Jacob, son of his sister, he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he recounted all these things to Laban. And Laban said to him, "Surely you are my bone and my flesh." And he remained with him a month. Then Laban said to Jacob, "Because you are my relative, should you work for me for nothing? What should your wages be?" Now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. And Leah's eyes were weak, but Rachel was beautiful in figure and appearance. And Jacob loved Rachel, and he said, "I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter." And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than that I give her to another man. Stay with me." And Jacob worked for Rachel 7 years, and they seemed to him as a few days because of his love for her. Then Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wife, because my time is complete, and I will go in to her." And Laban gathered all the men of the place and made a feast. And when it was evening, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to him, and he went in to her. And Laban gave Zilpah, his maidservant, to his daughter Leah as a maidservant. And it came about in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? Did I not work with you for Rachel? Why did you deceive me?" And Laban said, "It is not done so in our region to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill the week of this one, and the younger will also be given to you, the service for which you will serve me another 7 years." And Jacob did so. he fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter as a wife. And Laban gave Rachel his daughter, Bilhah his maidservant, as her maidservant. And he went into Rachel also. He also loved Rachel more than Leah. And he served with him another 7 years. And the Lord saw that Leah was hated, so he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah became pregnant and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, "Because the Lord has seen my affliction, so now my husband will love me." And she became pregnant again and bore a son. And she said, "Because the Lord has heard that I am hated, and he has given me this one also." And she called his name Simeon. And she became pregnant again and bore a son. And she said, "Now this time my husband will join himself to me, because I have borne to him 3 sons." Therefore his name was called Levi. And she became pregnant again and bore a son. And she said, "This time I will praise the Lord." Therefore she called his name Judah. Then she stopped bearing children. Thank you for listening. To God be the glory.